Okie dokie, Sunday morning. This is like the Topher class, but the person off to the side is Mr. Bill. Yeah, when Topher wouldn't be filmed. So we're going to begin reclined, soles of the feet together. Heels can be in or away. Arms can be beside you, over your head, resting on your abdomen. See what feels good for your shoulders, for your upper back, your neck. Just start to settle in. Just taking a few moments here to prepare. Starting to establish a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling that full expansion of your lungs, so the belly rises, the ribcage expands, and the collarbones lift. As the lungs deflate, the collarbones drop, the ribs regather, and the navel is pulled gently towards the spine. And just allow that breath to flow now. Letting go of the day. Letting go of the week. Going back as far as you need to bring yourself right here to this moment in time. And as you start to swirl the breath now gently there at the back of your throat, listening for the syllable so on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Take a full inhale, and as you exhale, roll your head over to the right. And then inhale through center, exhaling all the way to the left. So really slow here. Inhaling to come up. One more time, let's go right and left with your breath. And once you come back up from that left side, tuck the chin. Inhale, knees come together. Exhale, extend both legs straight out onto the ground. Take the arms, reach them back and over your head, lengthening the body from the fingertips all the way down to the tips of those toes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring the arms to your sides, and then inhale, draw the knees into the chest. Holding the knees with the hands, begin that rocking side to side as you massage your back. Continue to breathe, slow, steady. Continuing to prepare yourself mentally and physically for the practice to come. Listening to your body at all times, working to your edge, so backing off when you need to, taking rest at any time. Rolling through center now, we grip the back of the thighs and roll up and down the length of the spine. If that's not available, rock side to side instead. We're eventually going to meet up in our boat pose. So let's roll it back one more time, or roll to the side and come up. And take it right up into Navasana. So lift those legs. Extend those arms out, little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Try to point the toes. Squeeze those legs together. Let's take another inhale, lift the toes a little higher. As you exhale, cross your legs and plant your palms. Step back to the top of a push-up. And then lift your hips up into your first downward dog. And take a moment here to slowly walk those heels up and down. Stretching out those hamstrings. Try to let your head just hang heavy. One more time each heel. And then try to press both heels down at the exact same time. Keep pushing the chest back. Lifting the hips up. Fingers are gripping. Roll the shoulder blades apart. On your inhale, come forward to the top of a push-up. Pausing there. Keep the low belly lifted. As you inhale now, look forward. And on the exhale, lower slowly. Elbows hug in. Curl through to Cobra. Holding here, pull the shoulders down away from the ears and inhale up a little higher. Tuck the toes, take it back to downward dog. And breathe. Breathing into those tight places within the body as you slowly begin to open them up. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow as the shoulders come over the wrists. And then inhale, take it back to the one-legged down dog. And then come forward, right knee to left elbow. Inhale to take it back up. Exhale, bring the knee right into the chest. Hold and breathe, shoulders over wrists. Good, let's inhale, come back up, lift that right leg high, and then exhale, right foot next to left. And breathe. Inhale, left leg up. Spread the toes. Take a deep breath in. Come forward, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Take it across now to the right elbow. Inhale, back up. And now knee to chest and hold. Keep gripping with the hands. On your next inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, left foot next to right. Breathe. Take another full inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, bring them together, untuck the toes, push your hips back towards the heels, relax the head, circle the arms back, child's pose. And just roll those hips from side to side a few times. And eventually, the hips return to center. Reaching those hands forward, pulling yourself up to the hands and knees, tuck the toes, take it back to downward dog, Hips high, chest back, press those heels down. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Holding here, low belly lifted. On your next inhale, look forward and lower slow, elbows in. Curl into your cobra. Squeeze those legs together, pulling the chest forward. Push into those hands, inhale a little higher. Curl the toes under, press back to downward dog. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, come forward to plank, bring the right knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot back to join the left and bring your left knee into your chest. Hold plank. And now we're going to move. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale it back. Left. Exhale it back. Inhale, right. Back. Left. You're moving with your breath. Let's do one more on the right and one more on the left. Press back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot all the way up to the top of the mat. Pivot and plant the left foot on a 45-degree angle. Bending deeply into the right knee. Inhale, take it up. Warrior one. Circle the arms up. Press that left leg straight. Breathe. Right hip pulling back, left hip coming forward. Take another inhale, reach for the ceiling, exhale into your warrior two. Walking that left foot back, widening that stance. Gaze down that right arm, past the tip of that right middle finger. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right palm to the sky. Inhale, take that right arm, reach it up, and then reaching back, sliding that left hand down the left leg. Keep bending deeply into that right knee. Inhale, reach it back a little further. Exhale, right forearm to thigh. As the left arm reaches up, palm turns forward, take it over the ear. Extended side angle, breathe. Keep spiraling that chest, open to the left. Good, let's inhale, that left arm reaches up, look down, bring the left hand and the right hand down to the ground. Walk the right foot out to the right, come onto the ball of the left foot. And as the left hand now comes in just a bit closer to that inner right foot, inhale, reach that right arm up. Spiral that chest, open to the right. One more inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, right hand down. Plant both palms flat. Right foot joins the left. Press back, downward dog. Using this as an opportunity to rest between sides. On the inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Pivot and plant that right foot now on the 45-degree angle. Bend deeply into that left knee. Inhale it up to your warrior one. Right hip coming forward, left hip shifts back. Relax the shoulders down. Press that right leg as straight as you can. Inhale, reach and extend up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Walking that right foot back. Bending deeply into that left knee. Look down that left arm. Shoulders relaxed and down. Muscles of the upper arms hugging in a little closer to the bone. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the right hand come down. Left palm turns up. Inhale, sweep it up. And reach it back. Try not to unbend that left leg as you slide that right hand down that right leg. Take another inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left forearm to thigh. Reach that right arm up, turn the palm forward and reach over the ear. Keep bending deeply into that left knee. Try to get knee over ankle. Spiral that chest open to the right. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Look down, lower the right hand, then the left hand down. Walk that left foot out to the left. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Now bring the right hand in just a bit closer to the left foot. Let's inhale, left arm sweeps out and all the way up. Try to spiral that chest open to the left. Keep pressing that right leg as straight as you can. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left hand down, plant both palms flat. Left foot joins the right. Press back, downward dog. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees and untuck the toes. Bring the big toes together. Take your knees to the edges of your mat as you sit those hips back. Relax down to the forearms. Then maybe you can relax the chest down even further. Maybe your head can come right to the ground. Arms can relax in front of you or circle all the way back beside you. And just breathe here. In through the nose and out through the nose. As you bring the arms forward in front of you, rise up onto your forearms, bringing the elbows under the shoulders. See if you can take those knees and bring them out even wider. Keep pushing those hips back towards the heels as you relax your head and just let it hang. As you inhale, lift the head, lift the elbows, walk the hands back. Bring the knees in, thighs touch. Slide your hands back so they're just in front of the knees, keeping them shoulder distance width apart. Let's lift the hips off the heels and lower the top of the head down onto the ground, bringing your head forward away from the hands, as far forward as the hands are wide widthwise. Curl the toes. So as you scan those elbows, they should be right over top of the wrists. And then see if you can lift the knees and walk the feet towards you, lifting those hips higher and higher. Maybe the knees can rest on the back of the arms above the elbows. Maybe the toes can leave the ground. Heels come towards the buttocks as the big toes touch. Perhaps you can even lift those knees away from the arms and slowly move into a headstand. Find your edge. Stop when you reach it. Continue to breathe. If you're in the headstand, see if you can slowly dismantle the pose, bringing the knees back onto the backs of the arms. And then perhaps dropping the weight back, the head can leave the ground, or maybe not. Playing a little bit with Kakasana. Trying to keep hugging those elbows in. Maybe just lifting one foot at a time. Maybe both feet. Setting the toes back down. Walk your hands back up to the top of your mat. And just take it up to downward dog. Take a moment to stretch it out. And breathe. Inhale onto the toes, soft knees, look forward. Bring your feet all the way up in between your hands. Come up halfway, lengthen, and fold over those legs. Separate the feet hip distance width. Grab onto the big toes, ankles or calves. Inhale, look forward, lean a bit of weight in the toes, and pull yourself down now. Flaring the elbows out to the sides, pull the shoulders back, away from the ears. Uttanasana, our standing forward bend. Inhale to a flat back. Release the toes, heel toe the feet together. Once the big toes are touching, ensure there's a little space between the heels. Bend the knees, sit the hips down. Keep those knees bent now, squeeze the legs together. Let's inhale, sweep the arms forward and up into Utkatasana. Roll the pinky fingers in just slightly and draw those arms back as much as you can. Tailbone ever so slightly tucked, the low belly drawn in. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, reach up, look up, and now push the hips forward and lean the upper body back. Keep lifting that chest. Lifting that chin, exposing the throat. Good, inhale, come back up, reach forward, and slowly fold all the way down. Halfway up on the inhale, Grab those ankles, pull yourself down. Good, let's release the fingers to the ground. As you lift the head and look forward, walk those hands forward away from the feet. And now as you bring the hips forward so they are over top of where those ankles are, try to lean a bit of weight into the toes so it's not just all back in the heels. Pressing down firmly through that right foot now. We inhale, send the left leg up and back. Start to turn that left hip open to the left. As you point the toes out to the left, the hips start to stack. Take a little peek back at that left leg and make sure that the ankle and the hip remain in line. And as you look down to the ground, just between those palms, start to let the right fingers really grip as the left hand gets light. Can you bring your left hand to your left hip? And start to roll that left shoulder back and stack the shoulders now and the hips as much as you can. Maybe that left arm can float right up, straight towards the ceiling. Maybe you can start to turn your head slowly to the left, looking out to the left, or even perhaps up towards those left fingers. Ardha chandrasana, half moon pose. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, start to look down as you lower the left fingers down. Square your hips off once again, taking the weight into those left fingers now. When you're ready, take your right arm out. Look out at that right thumb. Try to keep the hips level as you start to lift that right arm higher and higher, revolving your half moon. And breathe. Take another inhale, reach even higher as you exhale, right hand down. Lower the left foot down next to the right. Walk the hands back and just fold over those legs. Good, let's walk those hands forward. Open them to shoulder distance. Equal weight in the hands and the feet, equal weight in the heels and the toes. Let that left foot become the supporting foot now. As you inhale, send the right leg up and back, turning that hip open to the right, stacking that right hip over that left. And again, we look back at the right leg, ankle in line with hip. Now look down to the ground. Left hand takes the weight, right hand gets light, maybe right hand to right hip. Stacking those shoulders. Maybe that right arm can float up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can even start to turn your head slowly to the right. Maybe you're looking at the wall to your right. Maybe you can continue to look all the way up towards that right thumb. Breathe deeply. Take another full inhale, and as you exhale, start to look down as you lower your right hand back down. Square your hips. Keep flexing that right foot. Right hand takes weight now. Left arm out like a wing. Can you look at that thumb? And inhale, start to lift that left arm up. Spiraling that chest now open to the left as you revolve your half moon. Parivrtta, Ardha chandrasana on the left side. Take one more inhale Exhale, left arm down. Lower the right foot down. Separate the feet hip distance. Walk those hands back as you bend the knees. Take a ragdoll forward bend. And just relax here. Shaking the head no. Nodding the head yes. And just relax and breathe. Keep that deep bend in the knees, tuck the chin, and on your next inhale, start to roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae in the very lowest part of the back, mid-back, into the upper back. Shoulders can roll up and back and down as the palms roll open, the head rises, chin pulling back towards the throat. Breathe. Eyes are closed. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Heel to those feet together. Turn the left palm in, right palm rolls out. Inhale, right arm sweeps out and up. And then take a side bend to your left. Reaching over with that right hand. Roll that right shoulder back as you look out to the right. Keep that low belly drawn in. How far down that left leg can you walk those left fingers? Compressing the left side as you expand the right. On your next inhale, come up slowly. Turn the right palm out and circle the right arm down. Now that right palm is turning in and the left palm turns out, inhale, sweep the left arm up. And lean over to your right, walking that right hand down that right leg. Turning your head, looking out to the left in front of that arm. Breathe deeply here. Inhale, come all the way up. Left palm turns out, circle the arm down. Turn both palms out. Let's inhale, circle the arms up, look up. And swan dive all the way down. Come up halfway as you inhale. Pull yourself into a forward fold as you exhale. Good. As you release your fingerprints, let's take a big step back with the left foot and walk those hands around to the left, turning your right toes in. Adjust your feet so they're about one leg's length apart. The weight is equal between heels and toes. As you rise to your fingerprints, make sure your hands are at a shoulder distance width. Inhale, look ahead, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, start to fold, planting your palms. Start to walk those hands back. How far back can you walk them without the heels of the hands lifting? And now hug the elbows in and use the strength of the arms to pull yourself down through those legs. Maintain that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you inhale, walk those hands forward, but stay on those flat palms for support as you start to heel to those feet apart. Walking them wider and wider. How far can you take them? With the soles of those feet still gripping your mat. If you're down far enough, it might be easy to lower down to your forearms, but try to maintain equal weight between heels and toes, keeping your hips in line with your ankles as you melt your inner thighs down towards your mat. And breathe here. Good, on your next inhale, start to lift that head, slowly transition up to your palms if you were on your forearms. Start to heel toe your feet in to a more manageable distance because we're gonna lower into our frog from here. Sitting one knee at a time down. Drawing those ankles back so they're just behind those knees. Flexing the feet. If you need a little extra cushioning underneath the knees, know that you can always fold the mat up at the ends into little triangles, and then release back down to your forearms. Keep that low belly lifted. Try to keep hips in line with knees as you let your head just hang heavy now. Keep flexing the feet. Breathing into those hips, inner thighs, and muscles through the groin. Breathing into that stretch. Maybe after a bit of time, you can take the knees a little further apart, constantly working to find your edge, that place of comfortable discomfort in the pose. On your next inhale, start to lift the chin. Bringing your big toes together. Start to come up onto your palms. Bringing your thighs towards each other. Turn back to face the top of your mat. And take it back into child's pose. And relax here for just a few moments. Take rest. Hands to either side of the head. Push into the palms. And slowly come up. Roll to one hip. Swing those legs around. Bring the soles of the feet together. And try to keep the heels as far away from you so that the distance between heels and pubic bone is about the same distance between pubic bone and forehead. If you need a little lift underneath the edge of the seat, bring it in. With those hands resting on the knees or on the shins just below the knees, inhale, lift through the crown of the head, and start to bring the chest forward as your hands slide down those legs. So try to lead with the heart, not with the chin, not with the nose, not with the forehead. And when you can't get that chest to come any further forward, you're going to pause there. Maybe you're holding the ankles, maybe the fingers can wrap around the toes. Let your chin now start to just melt toward your chest. Let your head hang and be heavy. And just breathe here. Keep pulling your heart towards the heels. Try to maintain a little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Inhaling to lift the chin, head coming up slowly. Now we bring the whole entire torso up and then draw the heels towards the body. How close can you bring them in? Holding onto the shins, the ankles, maybe the toes, maybe opening the feet up like a book. And now, shoulders back over those hips, ears back over the shoulders, lift through the crown of the head and start to bring that heart forward through the upper arms, towards the top of your yoga mat. And when you can't go any further with the chest, relax the head all the way down. And if those elbows happen to touch those inner thighs, try to press those legs down even more. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears, neck is long, head is heavy. Relax your face, relax your jaw. On your next inhale, begin to rise all the way up. Hands to the knees, bring the knees together. Send those legs out in front of you. Pull the flesh out from underneath those sit bones. Pull all 10 toes back towards you. Trying to create a 90-degree angle here between the torso and the extended legs. Let's inhale, float the arms up. Palms face one another. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, extend through those fingertips. And then start to move the chest towards those feet, reaching across the room, and then arms coming all the way down. What can you grab with a bend in your elbows? Feet, ankles, calves. Pull the belly in, lift the heart and chest away from that belly. Send that heart forward, and then relax the head down. Close your eyes. And breathe here in Paschimottanasana, our forward bend. Breathing into that stretch up the back of the legs, through the buttocks, into the low back, all the way up the back. Feel the stretch in the neck. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, extend those arms, reaching out. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms turn out as you circle the arms all the way down. Good. With your heels now coming up to the top of your mat, preparing for halasana. So I like a little blanket underneath my shoulders, so I'm going to set that up first. If you're good, just as you are, go ahead and lower down onto your back with your arms right alongside you, palms pressing down. When you're ready, inhale, lift the legs up, pop the hips up, drop those legs right over the face. Now, start to walk the hands towards each other. Bend at the elbows, place the hands on the small of the back, and lift those legs slowly up towards the ceiling, coming up into shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. Squeezing the legs together gently, extending through the heels, the balls of the feet. Maybe you can wiggle those toes a bit. Relax those feet, take the legs apart. Try to keep those ankles still very much in line with those hips. Bend at the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Trying to bring the heels in towards the perineum. Separate the feet again, legs go wide. Bring the legs together. Take a full inhale and exhale. The right leg comes over the face, left leg stays right where it is. On the inhale, right leg up. Exhale, left leg comes down. On the inhale, left leg up. Exhale, both legs come down slowly. If the toes touch the ground, the palms can rest on the ground, or the hands, fingers can interlace. Find your edge, press the backs of those knees open. Turning the palms down to the ground now. Slowly, with the thumbs still together, start to lower your back down one vertebra at a time. Keeping thumb next to thumb, so when those hips come down, the buttocks, maybe the low back resting on those hands, start to lower those legs down. And then lifting the head, lifting that chest, pushing the heart up towards the ceiling. Let your head relax, coming all the way back to rest on the top of the head for Matsyasana, our fish. Spread those toes. Breathe deeply. Try to keep the weight in the arms, not in the head. Lift that chest. One more inhale. And full exhale. And then inhale. Lift the head just enough to clear the ground. Tucking the chin as you lower your back down. Release the arms from underneath you. If there's anything underneath the shoulders, the upper arms, you can remove that now. And then draw your knees in towards your chest and just rock from side to side. Massage your back. Rolling back to center, place the feet on the ground, bring the heels close to the buttocks, separating those feet, that hip distance width. Reaching with your hands Trying to touch the outer edges of the heels, maybe with the middle fingers. Flatten that low back towards the ground. Tuck the chin, and when you're ready, inhale. Peel the hips, low back, mid back, maybe even part of the upper back right off your mat. Walk the hands towards each other. Some of you may even be able to clasp the hands. Sliding one elbow at a time even further underneath you. Now drive the length of both arms down, whether it's with the fingers clasped or the palms pressed flat, and really lift the hips without splaying the knees. Knees remain over the ankles, pushing that heart towards that chin. Really pressing down through those feet. Big toes, inner heels rooted. Holding our bridge, Bandhasana. Inhale, rise to the toes, send the arms out from under you as you lower the upper back, mid back, and low back. Let the heels come down. Draw your knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. And as you roll through center, take your arms to a T. Palms down to start. Squeeze those legs together. Flex the feet. Take a deep breath in. And as you begin to lower your legs to the right and turn your head to the left, don't let your left shoulder lift. Set your feet down before that happens. And maybe it feels good to turn the palms up. Maybe prefer to keep them as they are, palms down. Your choice. Close your eyes. And just breathe here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Relaxing the entire length of your spine. Relax the jaw, all the muscles of your face. Soften your scalp. Quiet the mind. Try to stay here in the moment, aware of the breath at all times. Every exhale is an opportunity to soften, to melt, to release into the pose. Take another full breath in, and as you exhale, turn your palms down, flex your feet. Inhale through center, head, knees, pause at the top. Take another deep breath in. And now legs move left, head to the right. Don't let your right shoulder lift as the legs, the feet touch down. Maybe the palms turn up, maybe they stay as they are. Right shoulder is heavy as the head turns to the right, twisting out the entire length of your spine, continuing to manipulate, to massage the visceral organs. As you breathe deeply, the diaphragm moves down to accommodate the expansion of the lungs. And the diaphragm begins to push down into those organs, toning the digestive system, reproductive organs, kidneys, the adrenals, the liver. Try to relax just as much on this side as you did on the right. Just letting go. Another inhale. Exhale, let it all go and turn your palms down, and then inhale, come through center, head and knees. Reach for the knees with those hands, and one last time, just rock from side to side. Rolling back to that center position, squeezing those legs together. Inhale, lift the head, lift the upper back. Wrap those arms as tightly around those legs as you can. Start to squeeze yourself into the tiniest little ball possible and take one last inhale. And now hold the breath, squeezing the face, scalp, arms, neck, torso, buttocks, legs, toes, squeeze, release. Set your head and your feet down. Maybe you've got a blanket there beside you you'd like to place over you. Maybe a pillow to place over the eyes to block out the light within the space. Maybe you're good just as you are. Making your way into Shavasana, our final pose of rest. Shoulder blades tucked, chin tucked, neck is long. Start to let everything go. The effort to breathe. Let your breath return back to its natural state. Try to find a single point of focus and rest the mind there. And every time the mind wanders, bring it back to that place. Without frustration, without judgment, without anger, just come back again and again and again, as many times as is necessary. Take rest, relax, let go. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes. And then begin to bring that movement up into the wrist and ankle area. Rolling those hands and feet around in one direction. Head begins to turn side to side. Making sure to roll those hands and feet in both directions possible. And as your head rolls back to that center position, slide your legs together, point your toes. Reach the arms up and over the head. Take a deep breath in, stretch the body out, and as you exhale, arms coming down to the sides. Draw the knees in, hug them in with your hands, and just rock side to side. All the way over onto your right side, and pause here. Take a few deep breaths. Thanking yourself for this gift of yoga. The eyes remain closed as you push into your left palm and your right elbow. Start to make your way very slowly up to seated. Sit comfortably. Try to send the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Let your palms come together, hands to the heart, bowing chin to chest. And then hinging from the hips, bowing forehead towards the ground. Hands can come down to support you if needed. The divine light within me humbly, graciously acknowledges that same divine light within you. Namaste. Thanks, gentlemen. Thank you at home. And hopefully we'll see you all really soon as we can open the studio back up on January 31st. So be well.